Friends, we are going to discuss intensity intensity of radiation and Lambert's cosine law. It is very important. This question will ask for 2 marks, 5 marks, 7 marks. Lambert's cosine law and intensity of radiation. Means what is intensity of radiation? It is denoted by I. It is denoted by I, right? That means when surface element emits radiation. Suppose this surface emits the radiation, and all radiation will get intercepted by hemispherical shape और सरफेस प्लेस ओवर द एलिमेंट. जो जितना भी ये कौन सा भी एलिमेंट हो उसके ऊपर जब हम हेमिस्फेरिकल शेप रखते हैं तो ऑल रेडिएशन विल गेट एब्सॉर्ब बाय द और इंटरसेप्ट बाय दिस हेमिस्फेरिकल shape. The intensity of radiation is defined as the rate of energy leaving surface in a given direction per unit solid angle per unit area of the emitting surface normal to the mean direction in a space. Okay, I'll write the definition, very simple definition. That is the rate of energy leaving, the rate of energy leaving a surface in given direction per unit area per unit solid angle per unit area of emitting surface normal to the mean direction in space. Mean direction in space, right? What is solid angle? Then this I underline this solid angle. What is solid angle? Solid angle, right? It is defined as a portion of the space inside a sphere enclosed by conical surface with the vertex of the cone at the center of the sphere, right? That means I will draw, suppose this is emitting surface and this is conical surface, okay, and this angle is called as solid angle. This is surface which intercept, this is emitting element, right, and this angle is called as solid angle, right? So this solid angle, very important term, right? What is definition? The portion of the space inside the sphere enclosed by conical surface with the vertex of the cone at the center of sphere. It is measured by the ratio of spherical surface enclosed by cone to the square of the radius of the sphere, right? Yes, it is measured by the ratio of the spherical surface enclosed by the cone to the square of the radius of the sphere. So it is very simple to measure. So I will draw the diagram for this for hemispherical 2 pi solid angle subtended by complete hemispherical is equals to this is 2 pi r square divided by r square is equals to 2 pi, right? This is solid angle by the complete hemisphere. So I'll draw the diagram for explanation to find out the intensity of radiation. A very simple diagram. You have to draw this diagram in the examination, right? So this is normal, right? This is angle, This is like this. This is like this. Sorry. This is dA2, that is equals to r square sine theta d theta d phi, right? This is the center, this is theta, this is d theta, this is from this is r sine theta, this is d phi. This area becomes r sine theta into d phi. This is r d theta, this is your r, right? This is dA1, right? And this is nothing but your phi, right? This is suppose this is dA, right? Shows a small black surface dA emitting radiation in a different direction. A black body radiation collector through which the radiation passes is located in an angular position. So this characterized by zenith angle theta towards it. So surface normal and angle phi of the spherical coordinate system. Further, collector substance a solid angle d omega when viewed from point of emitter. So let us consider radiation from the elementary area dA1 at the center of a sphere as in figure. Suppose the radiation is absorbed by second elementary area dA2, a portion of the hemispherical surface. This is hemispherical and this is dA1 body dA1. Projected area dA1 on the plane perpendicular to the line joining dA1 and dA2. So dA2 is equals to dA1 cos theta, right? The solid angle is sustained by dA2 is equals to dA2 divided by r square, right? The intensity of radiation I is equals to dQ122, that is heat or energy emitted per unit solid angle dA1 into cos theta dA2 divided by r square, right? Per unit area, per unit solid angle, but this is by the definition. So where this is energy radiation heat transfer from dA1 to then dA2 is equals to r d theta into bracket r sine theta into d phi, right? So dA2 is equals to r square sine theta into d theta d phi. Put the values, then dQ122 is equals to I dA1 sine theta cos theta into d theta d phi. The total radiation through hemisphere is given by taking integration. This is only elementary part, so we have to take derivation. Q is equals to integration I dA1 integration theta to theta, 0 to theta, 0 to pi by 2 integration phi, that is 0 to phi is equals to 2 pi, then sine theta cos theta d theta and d phi. We have to take integration 2 pi I dA1 integration theta is equals to 0, theta is equals to pi by 2 sine theta cos theta into d theta, right? Then taking integration, it is very simple. So pi I dA1 integration theta is equals to 0, theta is equals to pi by 2 sine 2 theta into d theta, because 2 sine theta cos theta, this 2 is multiplied in this, so is equals to this, and the value of this is equals to 1. So Q is equals to pi I dA1, Q is equals to E dA1. So E dA1 is equals to pi I dA1. So E is equals to pi into I. So total emissive power of the diffuse surface is equals to pi times I. So total emissive power of diffuse is equals to pi times I. Okay, pi times I. Then Lambert's cosine law. Lambert's cosine law. What is Lambert's cosine law? The law states that total emissive power E theta from a radiating plane surface in any direction directly proportional to cosine of the angle of emission. Then angle of emission theta is the angle sustained by normal to the radiation surface and the direction vector of emission of the receiving surface, that is En. That is E theta is equals to En cos theta. This is Lambert's cosine law. The above equation is true only for diffuse radiation. The radiation emitting from a point a surface to term diffuse if the intensity I is constant. This law is known as Lambert's cosine law. So got it? If you have any doubt, please ask me on phone call. Thank you.